Good afternoon and welcome to the public hearing 2025 tax rate. I'm going to call the meeting to order, and the following notice was published on August 21st and August 28th. It's the City of Florence Notice of Public Hearing. Pursuant to KRS 132.027, the City of Florence will hold a public hearing at 4:30 p.m. Wednesday, September 3rd in Council Chambers, Florence Government Center, 8100 Bueling Boulevard, Florence, Kentucky, to hear comments from the public regarding the proposed 2025 tax rates on real and personal property. Individuals desiring to comment and requiring special accommodations may request the same by contacting the City Clerk's office located in the Government Center, 859-647-8177. As required by state law, this notice includes the following information. Number one, the preceding year real estate tax rate and revenue produced. The tax rate per 100 assessed valuation was 0.183, and the revenue expected $6,174,355. For number two, the real property tax rate proposed for current year and expected revenue. The tax rate per 100 assessed valuation was 0.187, for a revenue expected of $6,503,970. Number three, personal property tax rate proposed for current year and expected revenue. The tax rate per 100 assessed valuation is 0.239 for revenue expected of $1,760,852. The compensating tax rate and expected revenue is tax rate per 100 assessed valuation is 0.180, and the revenue expected is $6,174,355. Number five, the revenue expected from new property is $99,887. The City of Florence proposes to exceed the compensating rate of 0.180, which will be spent in the following general areas of city government: police and public safety, public works and maintenance, administrative expenses, and capital improvements. The Kentucky General Assembly has required publication of this advertisement and the information contained herein, and that was signed by Melissa Kramer, our Florence City Clerk. Is there anyone from the general public who wishes to comment on the 2025 tax rate or the public hearing? Has the City Clerk received any written comments from citizens?
Yes, I have. I've received two.
Could you please read those into the record?
Yes, I will. I received an email from Sheila Spradling regarding the tax rate, and Ms. Spradling says, as a City of Florence property owner, resident, and taxpayer, I urge council to consider lowering the tax rate. I understand municipalities vote each year considering to keep the rates the same, lower, or raise. The city has grown over the last year. Additional homes, apartments have been built. Businesses have also increased, each bringing additional tax revenue to the city. During that same time period, residents' expenses have increased: groceries, clothing, utilities, insurance, home vehicle repairs, which leaves residents little or none to save. Residents, taxpayers have had to tighten their belt, make wiser decisions where and how they spend their money. The city needs to do the same. Necessities, preventive maintenance take priority over frivolous things like a mural or by spending $50,000 on a consultant for the Florence Mall at taxpayers' expense. The City of Florence is financially secure, substantial funds and reserves, so I urge council to take residents' finances into consideration by lowering the tax rate. A lower tax rate is a win-win situation for residents and city. Residents would have a little more money to spend, which in turn provides the city tax revenue. While making your decision, I urge you to take residents' voters' best interest in mind and lower the tax rate. Thank you for your time and considerations. Sheila Spradling, resident, City of Florence resident in Florence. And then I have another comment that was submitted via email this afternoon by Aaron Gillum. And he has asked, in the event I am unable to attend the City Taxation Rate Public Forum scheduled at 4:30 on Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025, I ask that the following be read into the official record. City Administrators, Council, and Mayor, regretfully, the time you have scheduled this meeting at 4:30 on a Wednesday doesn't allow those in the workforce or with family duties opportunity to attend in person. This timing disappoints me as it reflects a disregard for access by the community. Reviewing the financial publications of the city from fiscal year 21 to fiscal year 24, I would like to offer community feedback. First, I would have reviewed fiscal year 25, but no end-of-year statement appears to be available. The 2025-26 budget also does not appear to be published, and while both should be accessible via open records, Why is the city making this information difficult to acquire while simultaneously proposing taxation changes? From fiscal year '21 to fiscal year '24, the city has received increased tax revenues from $46 million to $61 million, increased spending of those from $44 million to $61 million, and increased in population from 32,132 to 33,763. This is an increase in taxes collected of 33%, an increase of spending of 39%, and an increase of population of 5%. The city is spending at a rate much faster than even the very large growth in tax income. This is a path to insolvency. I expect this body to set a goal in everything they do to seek the minimum taxation burden to be placed upon families and individuals who have invested in the city. Instead, I see the city expanding further and further into operations unrelated to infrastructure. Please hear me. In no uncertain times do I want to take money taken from my family and the city to believe that returning it via non-essential amenities is an acceptable outcome. I am not alone in this view. I would like to cite some examples that stand out. The city is serving as a bank to the Boone County Pee Wee Football Organization, a private entity operating on property that wasn't even within the city limits. How is this proper use of the money you take from my family for infrastructure? The city has purchased more than $1.5 million worth of real estate on US 42 and in Old Florence, demolishing viable structures on these properties at the taxpayers' expense, and then seeking to spend millions developing them into properties that require care and maintenance indefinitely. How is this proper use of the money you take from my family for infrastructure? The city continues to pour millions annually into the FAC, where it only manages to cover $300,000 to $400,000 of operational costs via membership and daily sales, which are further subsidized by taxpayers with a variety of discounts and special events occurring daily. Do we get a discount on our property taxes if we pay them early? Why are we constantly discounting membership to this drain on our city funds? We wanted our children to have a pool. We purchased a home with a pool. We share this resource with our friends, family, and neighbors. It is not my responsibility to buy the neighborhood a pool. I've already done that, and you charge me property taxes for it. The cost of the administration department budget has soared year over year with a nearly 53% increase in allocation from fiscal year '21 to fiscal year '24. Multiple positions have been created. The overhead gets larger. Could the city truly not operate efficiently with administrative staffing levels from 2021? The population hasn't increased by 53%, nor have the tax revenues. I believe the issue here isn't that tax rates need to be adjusted to create more income for the city. The issue is that the city is spending seemingly with no regard to where the money comes from, what it gets spent upon, nor for what may happen tomorrow. A statement in the fiscal year '23 end-of-year report goes as far as to cite the FAC and other operations for the multi-million-dollar draw from the city reserve fund, which is dwindling. I would like this to be a call to reckoning. Stop spending. You are headed well towards insolvency. Sustain our world-class police, fire, and public works. Manage with the smallest effective administration possible. Pursue grant opportunities for improvement of amenities. I would like to challenge the mayor and council to reduce property taxation rates by 10% and place the insurance premium tax on a moratorium indefinitely. The city can continue to operate services with surplus through the current revenue streams at these levels. Even larger cuts are possible. Closing, I call into question a 68% pay increase for the mayor and 17% increase for the council, given the current financial state of operation. It would be a large statement of restoring confidence to suspend these increases for review until the city financial trust is restored. You can do better, and I have confidence that you will. Respectfully submitted, Aaron H. Gillum. And that's the last comment received.
All right, seeing no further comments from the public, I guess at this time we declare the 2025 tax rate hearing closed at this time. Thank you all for coming.